Now it's time to introduce the executive pilot honorees. I'd like to ask Myrna Latham, she's our general counsel for OK Ethics, to join me up at the podium to present these honors. Previous honorees for the executive pilot award have been Larry Nichols in 2012. We have Ted Struley right down here with the Oklahoma Journal Record. Was 2011. Then we have Tom Hill from Kenray, who was 2010. But this year is a different year. This year is different because we actually had a team of people that won. So there were two individuals that we will be acknowledging. It was impossible when the board started to look at the two people that we're honoring and to separate them. Luckily, they were in the same company. So we have excellent leaders from one company, both being individually recognized as honorees today. And they were both from Coppermark Bank, or now Prosperity Bank. And so I will present one to Tom Lincoln, and then Jackie will be presented by Myrna Latham. So as a leader of the two-time recipient of the prestigious Compass Award, Tom Lincoln is going to be bestowed with yet another honor from our organization, and we're very proud to do so. He currently serves as chairman of the Central Oklahoma Region for Prosperity Bank. But under guidance of both Jackie and Tom, Coppermark has won the Compass Awards in 2007 and then again in 2011. And if you've won once, you realize it's a mountain to climb each time. So it is a big honor, and we're very proud of that fact. At the time, Tom was serving as the Chief Executive Officer and President for Coppermark Bank and Coppermark Bank Shares Incorporated, where he served for 34 years. So he's not what you would consider a short timer. You know, he's someone that kind of gets in there and really puts in the due diligence and does a good job. But impressed with his ability to maintain a high standard of integrity, Tom has been asked to be a part of the Compass Award selection team both in 2012 and this year. So we're very proud of his continued commitment to us and what he's done. But throughout his 55 years in the banking business, Tom has received many accolades, including one as Oklahoma's most admired CEO by the Journal Record in 2011. And besides being a two-time Compass Award winner, as I mentioned, under his leadership, Coppermark Bank has been named one of the best places to work in Oklahoma for the past 6 years. So please help me in congratulating Thomas Lincoln as executive pilot winner along with Jackie.
It's certainly an extreme pleasure to be acknowledged and to receive this, be the co-recipient of this Executive Pilot Award. However, I really feel the award should be shared with our entire Coppermark management team, which many of them have worked with me for the past 34 years at Coppermark. We appreciate the Oklahoma Ethics Consortium, what they do to promote ethics and high standards and ethics. Wouldn't it be nice if everyone that we dealt with in every company, you could always count on them to do the right thing? Our management team knows that I like to keep things simple, and our Senior Vice President, Julie Owens, puts it, I think, very succinctly. She says, just always do the right thing no matter what. I don't know any better way to put it, Julie. Just always do the right thing no matter what. Thank you.
And now it's my privilege to tell you a little bit about the co-recipient, Jackie Fiegel. Jackie helped pave the way for Coppermark's involvement in OK Ethics by attending one of our very first events more than 10 years ago. Today, we're pleased to recognize Jackie for her steadfast support of our mission to support high ethical standards. She's a graduate of Leadership OKC. She served on several nonprofit boards, including the YWCA, the Economic Club of Oklahoma, the Alpha Phi National Foundation Investment Advisory Committee, the OCU Alumni Association, Epworth Gilla, and as past co-chair for the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women signature event. Jackie's previous honors include the Journal Record Circle of Excellence and 50 Making a Difference, as well as the Servant Leader Award presented by Oklahoma City University. Jackie's been in the banking industry for 36 years. She's currently the president of Central Oklahoma Region for Prosperity Bank. Before Coppermark merged with Prosperity Bank earlier this year, Jackie was Senior Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer for Coppermark Bank, and she also served on the Board of Directors for Coppermark Bank Shares, the bank's parent company. She also serves on the Board of Directors for Jack Henry and Associates and the Oklahoma Bankers Association. Previously, she was a member of the Board of Directors for the Oklahoma City Reserve of the Federal Reserve Bank of Kansas City. Please join me in congratulating Jackie Fiegel.
Well, thank you very much. Mr. Ligon and I decided we would compare notes and probably say very similar. So we didn't actually compare notes. But first off, I want to thank everyone here for participating in this organization. Because promoting integrity in the workforce is paramount. And so I know the Compass Award winners as well as the Compass Award honorees, there's a lot that goes into it. I remember how much work goes into that award, but then how proud you are of the accomplishment of just getting through the application. Because as you work through the application, you learn so much about what you are doing, but what you still can be doing to promote integrity. And so I look forward to reading more about your companies, because that's how we all get better. But I do want to say I wouldn't be up here today without the other executive pilot that you just honored. Mr. Ligon, you have inspired and challenged all of us at Coppermark, now Prosperity, to actually reach beyond where we ever thought we were capable of reaching and be successful in doing that. So I was going to quote Helen Keller, because I really think that probably fits a lot of us, but alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And so really this award, just like Mr. Ligon says, really goes to our whole team, because we couldn't do it without our whole team. That's what brought us together. That's what keeps us very, very strong. So I looked up the word pilot, and there's pilot shows, there's temporary shows, there's pilot programs where you're just trying to see if it would work. So thank you, Mr. Ligon, for letting the pilot work for me, and I've been here ever since for 36 years, so it's been a great opportunity for me. But I will say, a lot of times I learned from a very wise person that always said, you run your family with your heart, and you run your business with your head. But I will say, I think what's most important probably to each of us here as we've continued to evolve as individuals is you find the balance and you do both. You use your heart and your head when appropriate. And I think that's what makes us all great in the end. So just want to leave it kind of with a challenge for the day. But I will say, if you don't step forward, you'll always be in the same place. So all of us today, as we move along, I hope each of you will take a step forward to something even better. So thank you so much for the award. I really appreciate it.